Hello everybody. Battle one was submitted by IDE ProAce from ESL for the ESL battle, and tonight we have IDE ProAce versus Anestis. I have not seen this battle before, and I honestly don't know how it's gonna end, but we will see what happens. So, in tonight's map we have got an island surrounded by two rivers. In the middle we have three dojos. So, straight in the middle we've got Sword Dojo, a workshop, and a bow dojo. Our players have got, let's see, mainly I see a spear line, Naginata attendance, kind of like a Yari core, versus ProAce has got a kind of a mixed core, like a more balanced one with Nodachis. So we're gonna see who uses their one better. After all, because there are strict counters to the units, but there aren't strict counters against the builds. It sounded like somebody has used Banzai. No, it was the Bulletproof Samurai using their fast running ability. Both sides have used that at the same time. And now we see the cavalry looking at one another, trying to get the best position they can.
Our hidden units have been discovered, my lord!
ProAce's Vacorators have been discovered. And now ProAce is pushing the enemy away, scared him off with his cavalry and Vacorators. Anestis is taking advantage of that time to place his infantry around. Whoa, let's take a look at that. I see something really interesting. ProAce has divided his army into three main groups of gunners, basically matchlocks, Naginata attendants, and Nodachi, basically, and kind of like an action squad that covers everything you might need from an army into three groups. Let's see if this works out. I believe I have not seen this before, but I might have seen it. I'm not sure. Really want to know how this one works out. So it seems like Anestis is gonna go for the dojo capture, pushing ProAce away from it. But ProAce, let's see what he does about it. Currently, two dojos are being captured by Anestis. And ProAce has moved in his Bulletproof Samurai to capture the workshop, which increases armor and melee defense. Personally, I prefer or dojo, which increases melee attack and chargeable. Intensive standoff, some ProAce positioning his cavalry regroup counter to Anestis is moving. I have no idea what he's trying to do on the against the Bulletproof Samurai. I guess he's trying to hit them in the flank. And we have an engagement on the left. Potential engagement anyway. Two cavalry and the two spears trying to fight. Yes, it seems like ProAce has been outmaneuvered on the right, and his Bulletproof Samurai have been attacked from the flank. Been way too careless. Anestis has successfully distracted him, and now his Bulletproof Samurai are getting surrounded. He managed to successfully disconnect them from that battle before suffering any major losses. Nodachi Samurais have engaged on the left, fighting Yari Samurai and the light cavalry. ProAce is maneuvering his cavalry against the enemy. We'll see if he'll be successful. ProAce had to abandon workshop to Anestis, and now if that pays off. So the ProAce has managed to capture those Yari Samurai in a vulnerable position and is now using hammer and anvil tactics to hit them from the back. And now ProAce has his way open to the Sword Dojo. Anestis does not allow that to happen and is now sending his Bulletproof Samurai and Naginata attendants to intercept them. The monks firing at the enemy. some friendly fire from them. And some quick hammer and anvil on those Nodachi samurais. Light cavalry comes in, and as quickly as they came, they leave. But what's that? They have just came back and now being fired at by the guns, and the cavalry are making a short work of them. Yeah, Anestis definitely has captured the dojo and is now pushing Pro-Ace back. We'll see how Pro-Ace responds to such an incursion. For some reason, Anestis is sending his Naginata attendants as cannon fodder, but is not backing it up with anything. Now we see these Nodachi samurais, whatever's left from Nodachi samurais, engaging Bluetooth samurai as well as this Yari Cav. They are being supported by Matchlock warrior monks. Currently they are under the effects of Banzai, which prevents them from routing. Banzai has just ended and they have been routed. That was a very effective use of Banzai from Pro-Ace's side. And now Vaku Raiders are intercepting these bulletproof samurai. These matchlocks are not moving, but they still firing, as you can see from the smoke clouds. Yeah, it seems like Anestis has pushed the line a little forward on the right. Main engagement seems to be taking place on the middle. Let's take a closer look over there. I really like how these Nodachis look pretty colorful. And now his Naginata attendants on the left are running away. In return, these Nodachis are doing some very good damage on the spears over here. Let's see how long they can hold. And now Anestis has sent his own Nodachi samurai to crumble that flank. These Matchlock warrior monks have been engaged in melee. They cannot last for long. Pro-Ace is now retreating them. These cavalry are standing idle. I do not know why. Yeah, Pro-Ace has been charged on the face. Has been charged to the face on the left with his light cavalry. And has lost another regiment of light cavalry. He seems to be getting out-microed completely. In return, he charges cavalry in the middle. Yari cavalry comes in to support, and he just activated his stand your ground for his general. Let's see how much that helps, and it appears to be helping, for he is winning the main line in the middle and on the left. On the left, I cannot say that he's particularly winning, but he's currently being flanked, and his lines are crumbling on the left. But in the middle, he seems to be holding very good. These Nodachi samurai have done quite a bit of damage. 109 kills, fairly decent, fairly decent. They hold very well. Combined with these Matchlock samurai who killed 122, they have allowed them to fight. And look at this, the general has been charged by these light cavalry and is losing men quite fast. Pro-Ace is responding to such a maneuver by sending his long Yari Ashigaru and his gunners against such a maneuver. He lost about 9 of his men, while the light cavalry has lost about half of their men. But the general is a very important unit. Anestis seems to have won on the left and is now collapsing the flanks. Anestis has activated his stand your ground as well. Let's see if that pays off. It's very hard to tell who is going to win this. Will these Matchlock samurais rout? Will they stay? In the next episode of Dragon Ball. Yes, and another cycle charge onto the general. Pro-Ace has left the general's back open and has just sent Long Yari Ashigaru to finish off this cavalry. Cavalry is still running away, but it seems like they have encountered the spears. Not looking good. Now he has only 1 block of units left, and some of the Anestis units have been routed. Oh, and would you look at this? Anestis still has his fire cavalry. Yari cavalry surrounding them. He disabled the Avatar stand your ground and is gonna use that as the cavalry. Pro-Ace is making his last stand in this around his general. Yeah, his Matchlock have just been charged from the back.
Our men are running from the battlefield. A shameful display!
But Anestis' bodyguard is currently being shot at by whatever is left of those Matchlocks. It seems like he has dismounted and forces have ran away, mainly because the only Longyari Ashigaru and the Bulletproof Samurai from Prae's side left. Very strong infantry, so he still might win this, he still might have a chance. And yes, he does have a chance currently. The gunners keep on firing on these bodyguard who just keep on... Now, just take a look at this. This general just activating his stand your ground, but his men dying one by one. This was a horrible maneuver for him. These Longyari Ashigaru have successfully killed whatever unit, but was this with the Yari Samurai over here? Take a look at these beautiful Longyari Ashigaru.
A glorious victory will soon
And now, yes, the cavalry of Anestis have routed. He could have won, but he made some fatal mistakes at the end. Very interesting battle. That was a very interesting battle. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.